Now, if you end up having a wall like this hall, hold on, music's too loud. It's great music. It's just too loud. Can't talk over that. All right, if you have a wall that's like this loud, I mean not this loud, this tall. Yeah, it's this loud. If you have a wall that's this tall, all you do is you just build a staircase, or you can make a ladder, either one. I usually build a staircase because that's the first thing you got. I don't know where my bonus chest is. I spawned in water, so I probably don't have a bonus chest. It sucks. Usually the bonus chests appear if you have, so I'll have to do this the hard way. Usually bonus chests appear if you have, like, you spawn on land. It can be any land. It doesn't have to be grass or dirt or sand. It can be cobblestone. It don't matter what as long as you're not underwater. I've never spawned in lava before, thankfully, but I have spawned in water. I've spawned in deep space. Yes, it is possible to spawn in the air and fall. So we're up here. You want about 2 high, depending on what. If you're worried about some monsters, if you have the ceiling like this. 2 high. I like it 3 high for my walls, but 2 high is good if you're worried about the tall monsters, like the ones that teleport. But I like to have a 3 high. It's just my preference. 3 high wall, but you want to have at least 2 high tall so you can fit, and also so you can have your door able to fit in there. Yeah, I know this is gonna be one heck of a long video. You just gotta bear with me, but you're going to learn a lot. Trust me. You will be the master at being a beginner. You'll be kicking booty. Now, I'm not going to show you the monsters just yet. If you pull out the monsters, it's going to be a little tough in the beginning. So, the one strategy that's good against monsters is skipping to, hold on, is building your building first. Lots of times I don't do that because I like a little challenge. So I'll build it while the monsters are there. It gives me a challenge, but you don't have to do that. You can, hold on. You can set it to peaceful first, build your building and stuff, and then change to easy. Because you can change difficulty during gameplay. And then it'll make it a lot easier for you, so you're already ready and good to go before the monsters come. I don't do that, but I do that on the Xbox, but on the PC version I don't really do it that much, because I like a challenge. Otherwise it gets kind of boring without a challenge. For me. Other people don't like challenges. They have fun with no challenge, but not me. I like a challenge. I like things hard. I'm one of those guys that likes to play games in hard mode and stuff. If it ain't hard, then I'll play it for a little while and then I'll just whatever. But that's probably why I like to build things. I'm a very creative person. I like programming. I like building worlds and stuff. It's fun for me. And the type of programming I do is, I know there's JavaScript. Everybody knows JavaScript, but that's not what I do. What I do is I do Flash programming. I'm an expert at Flash, but when it comes to C#, I'm still working on learning that. I'm hoping to be able to master that as well, eventually. As soon as I start making games for the Xbox. Right now I just make games on Facebook and on my website. Now, you don't have to go up there, I'm just doing it. Technically you can place blocks while standing below. I don't know if you can hear my music or not. I turned it down. It was kind of too loud. I don't want to be talking over music, so I had to turn it down. Now, like the music that might be at the beginning of this video, which I plan to be having on there, hopefully you see it, and the ending. I like to have an end credits if it's my own video. How many blocks? I guess I need to like 30 blocks or 50 or something. But, yeah, this is going to take me a while. Hopefully this isn't a 30-minute video, otherwise I'm going to have to cut it down. I might have to cut the video. We'll see. Depends on how long it is. If it's too long, I'll have to shorten it. Dang it, I hate it when I accidentally place block. But yeah, and you can dig from a distance. You don't have to be right up close to the block in order to dig. You can see I can do it super far away. It makes it so you don't spend all day moving the block over and over again, which wastes time. You want to be able to do this stuff as quick as possible. Maybe you can do that one guy's Build It challenge a lot better with my advice. There's a guy that does Minecraft. It's like some tournament thing or something. Dang it. And what I do here is I like to do a little circle thing. That way I don't get in the way of the doorway. Now, I don't keep this staircase. This is just a temporary thing. I usually get rid of it eventually, and I build a ladder or something. That's what I do. And then I remove the staircase. And you don't have to worry about falling as much. Don't fall too high, though. You do have to worry about that. But if you make little drops, it's not a big deal and peaceful because you'll instantly heal. If you're on easy mode, you won't. You're very dependent upon food on easy mode. On peaceful, don't worry about it. Go ahead, fall. Knock yourself out. Fall all you want. Just don't fall from high distances because you'll die. But from short distances, knock yourself. Bing, whoopee. Doesn't do anything. Not a big deal. All right, so you gotta leave a little opening there. You also got to make so you're able to jump, and I'll explain that. When you change perspectives, you can be. I like to change perspective. That's why I like a 3 high, so that I don't have to do it this way. Lots of times when I'm wandering around, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm fighting, I like it like this, I like first person. If I'm building, I like first person. If I'm just walking around, I like to do third person, like that. Just walk around, boop, doop, 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 doop. Okay. And then if you have a 3 high, you can see your character. If it's too high, two blocks high, the third person doesn't work out very well. And then you have to switch to first person. Otherwise, you just don't see it very well. But if you have it as 3 high, you can see it a lot better. Yeah. You got to make sure you got some space there to be able to jump. Probably don't. Probably place something there. Alright. Now, you can't go placing sand as your roof. Okay, you can do dirt, but sand, and I think there's some other stuff that I can't remember what it's called, but there's some other stuff that other blocks that fall also. Sand is one of them. Won't. You're wasting your time. Sand is meant for like walls and maybe floors, if you're going to do that. If you want a ceiling for a beginner house, not the advanced ones that you make later on when you make it look all nice and pretty, made out of stone and some brick or whatever. If you want a newbie house, a beginner house, just some quick house, you can use dirt or something. Because dirt's pretty easy. You don't need a pickaxe or anything. Let's say you don't have your bonus chest and all this, and you got monsters coming at you, and you got no wood, no trees around, like what I'm dealing with right now, then you just use dirt as your ceiling, so you don't have to deal with all those complications, and voila, you got a quick building. Now the problem with this, spiders cannot get through if it's. They can only get through, it has to be like 4 blocks wide, and they can just jump right in. spider cannot get through this. Based on the shape and how it's set up, they can't get through there. Now, could a zombie get through there? Yes. If you provide a staircase from the outside, then they could get through there. They could spawn on top of the building because we have no torches. Okay. This is a complicated situation. That's why I said when I spawned out in the water, it made it complicated. If I had my bonus chest, I immediately already have everything available for doing this thing. Aha! Here it is. Okay. Whew. Close one. Good. So I spawned outside of it. That's good. Sometimes they don't spawn it at all if you spawn in odd places. But we were lucky. We got one. So all I'm doing is I'm left clicking to get rid of the stuff. It's just like digging in the dirt. You left click, hold down the button, and it gets everything for you. Throws in your inventory. Okay. This right here, that's your inventory right there. Now to pull up the inventory, you just press the letter E. And there's your inventory. You can craft. The first thing you would want to craft is 4 wooden planks. And that'll make a crafting table. Alright, so now we got our little home. Now we got to put everything together. Boom, 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 boom. So all you do is you don't have to have anything special. Oops, you do this. You just do that. All you do is just need 1 square. That's pretty easy to remember. You don't need no fancy website or anything to tell you that. Just 1 square in the bottom right corner. Or you probably put it on another corner, I don't know. But I know on the bottom right corner, I always put it there. So, you can combine them. Then right here, to make your crafting table. Now, my son, he kind of showed me this trick. You can do this. You can right-click, drop, right-click, drop. But you can also do this. You can right-click and then don't left-click. Just right-click again. Right-click, right-click. It's a lot faster. And then you get your crafting table. If you want some sticks, you can get 2 of these up in a row like that. Alright, we got our torches. So now we got our crafting table. You can just put it wherever. It don't flipping matter. You can put it there. I always like to put it on the back. It's just my preference. Alright. Then for our chest, you just right click to place it. It's the same as the digging, except when you pick an item, well, actually it's the opposite. It's not the same. Because digging is left click. If you get this, you right click to get the item. So it is the opposite button. And you just right click to open it. Okay, like that. And you put up your crap or your stuff there. That way, if monsters are coming, you put it in a chest as quick as possible so the monster, if they kill you, you don't lose all your stuff. Or let's say you fall by accident and peaceful. You don't have to worry about, oh, I lost it all. Okay, nice little storage facility. Okay, and then you got your pickaxes right here. These are actually important. So you want at least 1. Well, it's wooden, you might want 2. Lots of times when I travel, I just carry 1 only. 1 pickaxe and 1 sword. If there's monsters. There's no monsters, so you don't have to worry about having a sword. Unless you want to kill animals quicker or something to get your wool for the bed. And a lot of the stuff, believe it or not, if you right click on this is your crafting stuff. Believe it or not, it's pretty easy to make stuff. I mean, you can go to your the website for it's minecraftwiki.net/wiki/crafting, and you go to that link and it'll show you all the ways to craft. It'll show you everything. It's a pain in the butt searching for the stuff on it, but once you find it, it reveals all. I mean, it's got a show thing, but you have to look through everything through each category. It has separate categories, but you got to look through everything to look through it all to find out your combination. But it's pretty simple to memorize. Like the bed, wood on the bottom, cotton on the top, or wool on the top, wood on the bottom, which is just like a bed. A bed, the wool on the top represents the blanket and the pillow of the bed. And this represents the frame. So it's pretty easy to memorize. All right, and also like for creating a torch, you just get a piece of stick. You get stick, make some sticks. You get some coal, and it's pretty easy. Stick, see the shape, stick. On the top, coal represents the flame on the top, so it's pretty easy to remember. Pretty simple stuff. Or you can go to the crafting thing, either one. Now what I do here is I like to put one near my door. I will put it on all sides normally, but since we don't have enough torches, I'll put at least one out there, and then I'll put some torches inside so I don't get a bunch of monsters spawning in my house. You shouldn't have a monster problem here because this is not a flat land. If you did have monsters, it shouldn't cause too much of a problem because you got these hills and barriers in the way to slow down slow down the regeneration. Now, on a flat land, monsters they get kind of crazy. They get come by the hordes in the flat land. I mean, you literally have to put torches flipping everywhere. It's crazy, but that's for like once you get to like intermediate level, you might be able to handle it somewhat. Beginners, I recommend not starting with flat when you're first starting out. I don't know this world, so you can bear with me. Lots of times you can find stuff and like another thing that's helpful, because I might get lost, is I like to put, see, I'll find put torches, like a torch on top of the building, and then that way you can find it easier. And have some windows, because any torches you have inside the house, the light will go through the window, and then you'll light up your house, so you can find it. Okay, and the purpose of the pickaxes is so that you can dig up like I don't know what the heck. I'm probably just gonna have to start digging. The purpose of the pickaxe is so that you can. Where have I started? I'll go here. And you don't have to. You can. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to have a light source when digging, especially if you have no monsters. If it's peaceful mode, you don't have to light. You can just change the brightness of your screen so you can see it easier. And then you can just dig away with no torches at all. I just like torches because it makes it easier to see and find things. Or it also prevents monsters from bothering you too. But monsters are tricky business. You just gotta get a feel for it. Now, there is a book on my website at katnergames.com. Or if you're in Mexico, you can go to katnergames.mx. It's in Spanish. I've got the website in different languages, Japanese, Indonesian, but primarily the biggest focus is Spanish and Indonesian for language, and Thai. I've got a little bit of focus on Thailand, but I've got in other languages too. It's just not. I just don't update those pages as often as I should. The ones I update the most, though, are Spanish and English. English being top and Spanish being second, because English is my primary language. And Spanish is something I know. I know Spanish somewhat, so not perfect at it, but I know it somewhat.